Sagittarius placements. Sagittarius. There seems to be emotional confusion in your energy. You know how things go by the book, but your emotions seems to be making your decisions harder. So, a situation that has a hold on you emotionally could be affecting your logic. What I'm hearing is easier said than done. Maybe you say something to yourself and you're like, yeah, well, that's quite simple. That's pretty easy. But is it as easy to do it as it is said? There seems to be, I don't want to say conflict, but there seems to be some type of back and forth between your head and your heart. And you're trying to ride the waves until you see clarity, which is a very good thing to do. I see you treading carefully, calming yourself until you become capable of seeing what's ahead or have the clarity to make a decision where your head and your heart are aligned to make it. You're trying to stay light-hearted about this and see the positivity instead of what could go wrong or what could go bad. In a way, I see you distracting yourself because it feels this decision or this emotional hold is something that is deep or serious. Maybe something that you have or that has been embedded in you for a long time, possibly since ever. So it's almost like you're trying to make major changes to the way you would make decisions when it comes to your emotions. And on paper, it's easy, but to actually get yourself to make that decision is another story. So you're trying to find the balance and the composure first before you make that decision. And you're trying to almost, you know, when you leave a subject alone, you have a problem and you've been focusing on that problem, focusing, but you get to the point where you exhaust your focus. And so you pull away from it, do something else to keep a refreshed mind, to relax the mind, to relax your focus. And I think what you're doing here is that you're trying to defocus to refocus. Because constant focus can be deceiving or can be confusing. Especially if you don't know what to do, especially if you feel stagnant to make a decision when it comes to your head and your heart. And I see you connecting with nature or maybe your inner child to connect to your core values or your moral compass. To find that balance between your logic and your emotions to make that decision. Wow. This can be regarding a career, regarding a love situation, so it can be regarding a person, or regarding a career move or a certain move you are at in life where you feel it's due. Yeah, it's something that will make a difference in your future, and you know it. You know, if you do certain things in a certain way, you will get a certain outcome. And if you do something else in a certain way, you will get another certain outcome. So you understand the effect and difference it can make. And so I see you almost trying to tap into your future self to save your present self, if that makes sense. So you're definitely not in the moment. You try to be to distract yourself, but it seems like you have a vision or a goal in the future, and you can envision it or see it. And so you're trying to align yourself in action and decision making to fit the outcome that you are envisioning, which is such a Sagittarius energy. I mean, yeah. But you are facing some type of challenges that are within you. And you know that it's the type of challenge that it won't be easy. I mean, it's called challenge because it's not meant to be easy. Fuck, that was hard to get out. You know what I mean? So you understand that it's going to be a challenge. Do you think you can do it? Yes. I feel like you are in the heat of the moment and you're trying to stay calm during this heat. I see that you're trying to be more present so that you gain the clarity to align the decisions today to fit tomorrow or the outcome of tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I mean the goal that you have envisioned. Very interesting. Be ready, because this challenge is as disruptive as the Tower, okay? So it's not going to be an easy challenge. This can be deep found beliefs. This can be deep values or deep something within you that has been embedded in you for a long time, maybe even since childhood. And there is something about that that needs to shift for you to be attracting or aligning yourself to the vision or goal that you see. Because it's not about seeing, it's about aligning. And you see it. It's almost like a temptation in a way. You see it, but the road is blocked. And you're like, right, so what do I need to do? And then you find out what you need to do, but you're like, oh, I didn't think I'll have to sacrifice this, or I'll have to give up this habit, or I'll have to change my location, or I have to do something else, or I have to look at a different perspective. It's like something that you will have to change, which is something that you might even identify with. So it's not an easy shift. But can you do it? Of course. There's nothing that is impossible. The mind is, I say the mind, but I should say the brain is the limit, not the mind. The brain is the limit. So I think if you remind yourself that the brain is the limit, the brain is the limit, there is no limit to how capable I am, then you will find yourself pushing through the most challenging times, Sagittarius. It's just a matter of belief and patience. Because I see that you are actually trying to be very composed about this. You're trying to be more grounded than you are as a fire sign. So I see you trying to ground yourself, to control the emotions. And when I say control, it's not about suppressing. It's about seeing. I don't know if I'm explaining it the way I'm feeling it. It's not really seeing. That's not the right word for it. You're trying to deal with this in a less reactive way of feeling and trying to kind of make sense of the emotions. And I'm not saying that you are thinking logically about your emotions, because if you start doing that, then it's a trap. I mean that you're trying to ease the intensity of the emotions so that you can see the middle ground for logic and emotion. And I can almost see like a vision of how the emotion and the logic need to be circulating, almost like with a certain space and speed for them to align and move as one, so that you align yourself to the outcome that you are envisioning. So logic could be like that right now, and emotions are like not a I'm seeing like a bit of a visual representation here for you. So there could be imbalance between the head and the heart, okay? And you could feel it, but you're trying to find the solution. Maybe some of you have already found the solution, but you already see that it's not going to be easy to accomplish or easy to overcome. That challenge we spoke about, you know what I mean? So, will Sagittarius be successful in overcoming the challenge? Hell yeah! It will take a sacrifice of some kind. Let me just prepare you for that. The Queen of Swords is here. But with the Ace of Wands, you see what I mean? So you will need to cut a piece of you, whatever that is, but you will move towards the Ace of Wands. Did I say Ace of Cups earlier? Well, either way, I meant Ace of Wands. Okay, so you will be successful, but will it be easy? No. So be prepared for that, okay? It's not going to be... It's not going to be easy, but will it be worth it? 100%. It will take you to the 10 of Cups. You will be glad that you have overcome this challenge, because it will allow this goal, this future that you have envisioned to be in your present moment. So, and I feel like you are ready. You are ready to take this challenge. You are ready to kind of face it head first. Like you're ready to fight it. You're ready to overcome it. You're ready to sacrifice it. But it's almost like, you know, I mean, that's a weird example, but you know, when a warrior, a soldier is about to enter the battlefield, now there's like a bit of fear and hesitation at the beginning, because you're like, oh, I'm about to risk my life. But once the soldier or the warrior is in the battlefield, nothing else matters, and they go like, you know, battle mode, you know, like fighter mode. So it's normal to feel as if like, oof, can I really do this? You know, it's normal to feel that before you start an adventure or a challenge or something scary. You know, when you bungee jump, if you have done it, or any similar kind of thing where you jump off something and you know you're secured, you know you won't die, but the brain or the body is like still, oh, I don't want to jump. But once you actually jump and finish with it, you're like, wow, I want to do it again. This was so much fun. Maybe you don't want to do it again. But But you'll be like, oh my God, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I had the courage. I'm glad, like, you would feel like this rush of adrenaline, I can't say that, but you know what I mean. And the rush of the fresh air and the courage to do it. That is how you will feel while you are getting rid of this challenge that is in the way of you getting to where you're meant to be. So, if you are feeling like, ooh, I don't want to jump, not yet, it's not going to be pleasant, well, I mean, you have to jump to find out. There's a really, I love this saying. Let me see if I can remember it word for word, but it goes like this. When you are afraid to jump, that is exactly when you jump. Fear will cripple you. When you are afraid to jump, that is exactly when you jump. And this is the energy that you're going through. This challenge is almost like fear or doubt or something that is in the way of you getting to where you want to go. And the more you kind of hold off and resist it, the more it grows stronger, or what seems to be stronger in your mind or in your head. But the moment you go through it, it dissipates. Kind of like facing your demons. But this is not a demon that is outside. This is a demon that is within. And I'm not saying demon is not the word for it, okay? Let's just say, let's give it this analogy instead of a demon. It's a type of program that has been embedded in you that created these loops and patterns to repeat in your life. And it's almost like preventing you from aligning with the path that you're meant to be on. So I hope I have explained it enough. Okay, it feels like I'm trying to find more satisfying examples to it, but I hope this got to you already. You got what I'm trying to say. The alignment of something you want is not the alignment of where you are. And I'm seeing this moving energy where there's actual energy moving. It's not still. It's not like it's like you have to catch it while it's moving. So that you align with it. And it does not include stillness, meaning you will have to catch up to its speed to align with it. Speed and space. I hope that makes sense for someone. I know that there will be a lot of you that will relate to this, but I hope the examples are fitting to the description or the feeling that I'm feeling. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Now it's showing me the other side of the coin. What I mean by that, it's showing me after you pass the challenge, after you pass whatever this core programming is, after you pass that, the new beginning will take you to a place of freedom, love, and it's giving me this like lightheartedness type of love. Maybe new friendships, people you can trust, people that have good hearts like you. I'm not sure if there's a lover in the mix, but I'm seeing more of a genuine, non-sexual love. And that can be friends, family, maybe even your soul tribe, you know. Family doesn't mean just blood. There is a soul family. You will be aligning with your higher self, which is a great thing to see, because this is not an easy task. This is not something that you do successfully every lifetime. The thing that has to go, Sagittarius, like we said, it's an emotional thing or belief or system that you were raised in or that you were experiencing that is holding you back from reaching a state of true happiness, which is like so cheesy to say, even me saying it, but this is what I'm seeing, so I'm gonna say it as it is. Now, what true happiness means for each and every one of you, fuck knows. It could be eating ice cream during breakfast, or it can be doing a degree in a university that you look forward to join. It can be anything. Whatever that true happiness is for you. There is something that is of emotional nature that has a hold on you. And the moment you get rid of it is the moment you start experiencing life in a positive way, or in a way where you restore hope. Restore hope. I feel like someone is getting emotional because the energy went from really sweet to really emotional. But you know what? You won't be on your own. Wherever you're going, like this, after you pass the challenge, you will meet people that are so similar to you. That's why I said soul tribe or soul family, or new friends that have good hearts like you. You'll be aligning with people that are like-minded or have the same energy as you. Because remember, you will be aligning. Remember the thing that we explained? You'll be aligning with that energy. And so it will be communicated through you, but also returned to you through others' communication or expression or energy alignment. You see what I mean? So you will have a crowd, you will have a circle, maybe a new circle of people. And these could be strangers at this time, but they will be people that will stand by you, support you, have your back. Wow. From strangers to friends, from strangers to family, from strangers, possibly lovers, because I can see that there is a bunch of people that will have a significant role in your life. And when I say significant, meaning that you will find, in a way, validation, or find support, or find true meaning. And when I say true meaning, I'm not sure to what extent, because I'm trying to figure out, is it true meaning in the purpose sense, or happiness, in its simplest form. That's why I said it can be different for each and every one of you. Whatever that happiness is, whatever that goal is of yours. Whew. Wow. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I see that you will meet people that validate your experiences. That you will feel seen, heard by them sharing similar stories to yours. It's almost like you've carried this weight on your back, fearing misjudged, or fearing being misjudged, fearing being misunderstood. But then you will meet people that understand you, that know what you went through, that share similar experiences, and you will be like, the energy or the weight that you've been carrying on your back alone, it will almost be distributed or removed from you, because you will have so many people. So for example, imagine you are one person carrying 10 kg of weight, okay? But then you have 10 people that come into your life, and then they say, oh, I know what you went through, and then they take 1 kg. I know exactly how you feel, 1 kg. I have been in similar experiences like that, 1 kg, and you start to unload. And then 10 people carry 1 kg each, and you, from carrying the 10 kg, you carry 1. So there will be a sense of community here. And I'm not sure to what extent. I hope it's not like a freaking cult that you go into or something, because I'm against that. I'm against that. But it will be a sense of community that you will form after you pass this challenge, because you will be aligning with people that have come, let's say, from a similar background, which will unite you and make you stronger together, healthier together, more abundant together. A sense of community. From strangers to friends, from strangers to soul family, from strangers to lovers, perhaps. I will continue this reading on my website. The link will be in the description box. I will see you there.